Hello everyone. Today I'm here for a candid book review, The Last Man Standing by Naveen Singh. So this was one such book that kept me hooked from the first page to last page. See, essentially a book that doesn't allow me to guess what happens next is what I find it interesting, especially when it comes to mystery and thriller books. So I wanted to give a brief review and also a story wherein, hold on, I am not going to reveal any of the mystery, but I will ensure that by listening to my story, you people will go and read the book. Okay, so coming to the opening scene, which shows an old man overeating himself, subjecting himself to gluttony, and there are some crazy voices that speaking inside his mind, and he is not able to take in whatever he is hearing and whatever he is eating. So he ends up puking everything out. Okay, so coming to the second scene where a meeting is happening in Professor Govardhan Mehta's cabin with the CMO, the DM, the SSP, and all the important people who have been called for investigation. Among them, there are some important characters whose name I'll mention: Aditya, Karan, Shalini. You better remember their names because they are going to be there till the end. So here, these people are discussing about an unnatural happening that is happening in a village called as Vilasnagar, where a handful of people have gained supernatural abilities to perform supernatural tasks from nowhere. So these people are investigating into the cause of the happening in that village. Decided that Aditya and Shalini will look into the investigation, and both of them also happen to be old flames who are going on and off a relationship because of some misunderstanding. So this is their background information. So they have been asked to stay at Karan's place, who owns a shopping complex in Vilasnagar, and Karan has a sister whose name is Garima. With the first person who is affected, that is Raghav, who is a thief. Whenever he robs a place, he is not known for harming the victims or the people inside the house unless they threaten him. But because of this supernatural occurrence inside him, he becomes violent, and he is shown killing the host of the house where he has gone to rob. And coincidentally, Raghav the thief is attracted to Garima, who is Karan's sister, and he starts stalking her wherever she goes because she is very attractive and beautiful. And one fine day, Raghav confronts Garima in front of their shopping complex, where Karan also comes and he beats up Raghav, and Raghav develops a grudge against both Karan and Garima. So remember all this. To our second victim, Miss Renuka, who is an old lady. She lives inside a house independently all by herself. She has a maid called as Seemavati. So Seemavati notices certain changes in Miss Renuka. The first change is Miss Renuka used to read out books, read out stories for her, but now when she is narrating stories, she doesn't need a book. Without a book, she is able to narrate many things. And she notices that the news that is to come the next day in the news channels, Miss Renuka is able to tell it a day before. She is able to predict what happens next. She is able to tell her in detail in which corner of the world what is happening. So Seemavati gets worried. And upon everything, even Miss Renuka has the same symptom. She is eating more. She has asked Seemavati to double up the quantity of food that she used to consume before. So all this worries Seemavati. And one fine day, Seemavati even catches Miss Renuka eating vegetables from the fridge, potatoes, cabbage, everything, mistaking it to be fruits. So this is when Miss Renuka gets a trigger that something is wrong with her. Scene where a rebel is noting down a confession in his diary, where he is trying to establish a new world order. He is confessing whatever he has done so far and what he thinks about brain and brain's capacity. Okay, now let's jump to the next scene where the main antagonist, the leader of the entire gang, Vignesh, he's inside a restaurant, and he's also one of the persons that has been affected. He realizes that he's able to suck the energy out of a waitress whom he finds attractive, and he's able to feel her within him. So this is one of the supernatural occurrences that he realizes. So, and he feels that he can communicate with other people without actually meeting them or knowing them before. So what he does is he sends mental messages to all the affected people to meet at a place where they can discuss how to create a new world order. In this, Raghav joins, Miss Renuka, and many people who are affected by the supernatural happening, they all join to discuss. So there are two groups. Here, half of the group, they are evil. They want to take over the world. Second half of the group are genuine good people who do not want to misuse their supernatural powers. So in all this confusion and debate, two things happen. First, the rebel who was writing the diary, he commits suicide. Second, Raghav kills the preparator who prepared the potion. I will not tell who prepared the potion. You know the person. It's up to you. You should read the book and find out who is the second person that Raghav kills. Then third, Raghav, he persuades, he hypnotizes Karan to self-immolate himself in front of the supermarket. Thus, it shakes Garima. So from here onwards, you have to read the story. I will not spoon feed you. You have to enjoy the story. So now you have to find out who is the person who created this magical mysterious potion. Second, how will Aditya, Shalini, Garima save the world? And third, what exactly is the rebel talking about? What is the power of brain? What is the capacity of the brain? Which is explained very nicely in this book. And if I'm asked to rate this book for mystery and thriller, then I will give 10 out of 10. For English language and English vocabulary, I will give 11 out of 10. So you will get to learn some new words from this book. And the third one, it was a fulfilling story from the beginning to end, where all the dots are connected. I hope you guys enjoy the story. The book is available in Amazon. Have a look. Thank you so much.